Hey, it's Greg with Bent Danholm's team right here in Central Florida. And if you've considered buying a new construction home here throughout the Central Florida area, you're going to love this information. We're going to talk about some of the better builders that are out there, some of the deals that you can get, and more importantly, a little bit of knowledge for you as far as what you should do and shouldn't do when it comes to new construction. I have on with me today, Bent. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you, Greg?
I am good. I'm so happy to catch you. I know the market's been crazy lately, and it's such a great time to buy a property, whether you're buying new construction or resale. I think we'll talk a little bit about both. Before we jump into that, tell me about Central Florida as well as some of the areas that you serve.
Well, I cover all of Central Florida, the Orlando area, Windermere, Winter Park, and we have got a lot of new construction going on here, and we have some really great builders as well.
Yeah, and it's really become a great opportunity, not only for people that want to live in the home full time, but second homes, vacation homes, just a little bit of a blend of everything. But there's a lot of new construction going on. There's definitely some ins that you'll want to know about, some opportunities that you can certainly take advantage of if you have the right representative, if you know the right builders to go to, the right type of negotiations. You can really save a lot of money and get a great deal for yourself. With me being on the marketing team, I put a little presentation together here, a couple of slides to show you guys in buying new construction, whether you own a home now or if this is going to be your first home, there's a lot of things to watch out for and some big opportunities for you too. Bent, with your permission, I'd like to show them a little bit about what we do.
Absolutely. Thank you, Greg. I look forward to this.
All right. So whether you live here local in Florida or if you're looking to move to the Florida area, even buying a second home in Florida, this is going to be a big opportunity for you. Let's go ahead and dive right in. All right. So you should see our slides here. And, obviously there's nothing more exciting than buying a new home, right? But you got to keep in mind that while it can be exciting, it can also be a disaster. I mean, it's exciting to think about, choosing your own neighborhood and choosing the floor plan that you like, maybe the options or the upgrades, and even clear down to the colors that you choose, whether it be cabinets or flooring and that type of thing. It's a fun process, but you want to make sure you go about it the right way. And that's kind of where we step in to help you along that process. It's incredibly exciting to watch the whole building process happen. Seeing that home built from the ground up. Sometimes you can even get involved in some new construction that's completely ready to go already, or maybe it's halfway built and you can still put in your colors and your flair and that type of thing. However, there are some bad stories of home buyers going about things the wrong way. And in this brief presentation, what I want to do is show you the good side, some of the great things to take advantage of, but also some things to watch out for so that it is a perfect opportunity for you and you don't run into any problems for yourself. We're going to ensure that you don't have any bad things happen to you when it comes to one of the biggest investments of your life. So this should be the most exciting process that you'll go through. And for many people, it's the most exciting thing they'll do in their entire life. I mean, building a home from the ground up, or even getting involved in one that's currently being built can really be a lot of fun here. And it's really all about gathering information and preparing your family correctly, making sure that you go about it the right way. Obviously, there's several phases to the build process once you find the correct home and the correct builder. But I want to talk to you a little bit about some of those options that you have. So it's crucial to watch this presentation and request the free information package that we're going to be offering here. We're going to give it to you totally free of charge, no obligation, but you'll want to do that before you visit anywhere. And that's a key factor. You may not realize it, but your initial registration when walking into a model home can potentially cost you thousands of dollars in additional costs if you do eventually buy with that builder, because you give up some of your rights if you don't have someone representing you from the very moment you get there. So what I want you to do is request this information package. We'll talk about that in a little bit here. Request that information package before you go visit anywhere. Frankly, it's going to help you with getting you all of the details that you need and making sure you're an educated consumer, but it's crucial that you do this before you visit anywhere. We'll talk about that shortly because you want to save your family some money and ensure you get a great value on the home if you do eventually find that perfect fit. You want to make the right moves and avoid any bad moves, of course, that could cause problems for you. So I don't have to tell you, every single builder in town here, they have warranties, right? If you buy a house, it's going to have a warranty. The bad news is some of those warranties don't cover the important items, right? They can say they have a warranty, but is it really worth what they're saying it's worth? New build companies have all different types of packages and different options available. Keep in mind, right here in town, some of these builders include certain things and don't include other things. So if you go and you see a price on one and the other one looks like it's a better price, well, what if it's missing $50,000 in options? So this information package that I'm going to give you here today is going to show you what's included, what's not included, and what builders have the best reputation. What should I watch out for if I go with one of these builders? That can make a difference of upwards of $30,000 in many cases. I mean, believe it or not, basic flooring is standard with a lot of them. What I mean by basic is like the type of flooring that has like a 3-year lifespan. That's not going to be in your family's best interest. It might look good when you first move in, but then it starts to involve lots of cost down the road because the wear and tear is going to be much faster on a low quality flooring than it would be on a higher quality. So we'll talk a little bit about that, the differences between the builders, what's included, what's not included. These are things that you want to educate yourself on. So before you make any decisions at all, you want to be educated on what should I be looking for to find the perfect house for my family. Now, keep in mind that, with us being real estate agents, we can represent you on not only new construction, but resale homes as well. So regardless of which route you go, you need someone on your side that can watch out for those things. But with new construction, you're literally creating every piece of this home, and the builder's not going to include extra benefits or amenities unless they are contractually obligated to do so. So you want to keep in mind, I've always said there's a lot of stuff you can hide with a sheet of drywall, right? So you want to make sure that the inspections are done properly by your inspector throughout that build process. And again, we're here to help you along the way with, first of all, your builder selection, your neighborhood selection, the lot selection you choose, the floor plan that you choose, all of the options, upgrades, or amenities that you're interested in. And then, of course, finishing off that home, you want what's best for your family, but you also want to make sure it increases the value of the home. Obviously, you don't want to over improve. It's important to look at the financial side of what you're doing here too. So the first step is to gather data and to get a professional on your side. Now, let me explain how that works. First of all, using a realtor for a new construction house costs you nothing. Okay. It doesn't cost you $1, and it's certainly not going to save you anything if you go without a realtor. If you walk into any builder and you say, well, I'm not using a realtor, that's not going to reduce the price of the home. If you tell them you are using a realtor, it doesn't raise the price of the home. Keep in mind their base rates, their pricing that they have on these homes, it has to be the same. It cannot be negotiated because, of course, they've got comparable sales. If they knocked $3,000 off of this house base price, that means every home they sell thereafter, they hurt themselves to the tune of $3,000 because of comparable sales. So our team here is pretty good at negotiating, but it's not going to be on the base price. A lot of times it's going to be on options or upgrades or any additions that you do on the home. We can get a really good deal to save you a lot of money there. We've even got some discount codes we'll be talking about in many cases. But keep in mind that you're not going to save money by not going with a realtor. That is all built in. It can't be adjusted if you don't have someone there. So you might as well take that free representation to represent your best interest. Obviously, the person in the model home represents the builder, right? Their job is to make as much money as possible for the builder and to ensure that everything is negotiated in their boss's best interest. That's why you need a realtor that represents you. Fortunately, it costs you nothing to use an agent. But if you stop by a new construction model before you secure an agent representative, you'll actually give up that right, and they won't let you use an agent. So that's why I say it's so important for you to request this totally free information package. Let us just mail it out to you, and that's going to give you all the data that you need to begin with. And you can decide, hey, maybe we need to have a conversation. Maybe we should help you with looking around at all of the different builders and options available, not only what you see online and in the local newspapers and whatever, but also some of those properties that never come available to the public. We can get you access to those. There's a lot of new construction here in town that has already been sold. Maybe it's a premium lot or a premium property, and it's sold, but then it falls out of contract. Say it's 3/4 of the way built. It falls out of contract. Those are often resold before they ever hit the open market. So you got to be working with an agent team like us, where we operate in a lot of volume. We're many times the only one that finds out about those, because we do represent so many home buyers. So it gives you an advantage of knowing about everything that's available in today's market. So things like cost per square foot, of course, that matters. It's something you want to keep in mind. But remember, what's included with those square feet matter more, right? So depending on that cost per square foot, you can't compare it apples to apples if it doesn't include, or it does include, some of those premium options. So this is a big step for your family, and you want to make sure that not only does the home meet your needs, the neighborhood and the area meets your needs, but it also is good for your long-term financials as well. You want this to be a good financial decision, and you won't know that unless you have a pro that's helping you along the way, a real estate professional. So what we've done here is we've gathered all the data for you. We know all of the big builders in town, even a lot of the smaller builders. We know what's included, what's not. Do they include any creative financing? Can we save a little money if we go without that financing? Maybe we use your own lender, and that could save us a little bit of money. We even have discount codes with a few of the biggest builders in town. So you won't know about that information unless you request this info package. And I think you'll find it to be incredibly helpful for you. We take each of those builders and we're going to show you their top floor plans. We're going to show you the options that they have included, what's not included with some of them. And you'll get some details on what to do and what to watch out for your family's best interest. So again, we provide this information package totally free of charge, no obligation at all. And I think as soon as you open it up, you're going to realize, now I know a lot about the new construction market here locally. Now I know what builders include what. Now I know what might be in my family's best interest here. So we'll walk through that whole process with you. And all you've got to do, you should see our phone number listed below here. Just call our team. We can just get it mailed right out to you. There's no cost, no obligation, no weird sales pitch or anything like that. We're here to help you. And because we help so many homeowners in buying new construction as well as resale, not only do we help them with buying their next home, but many times they have a home they live in now that they're going to need to sell. Of course, we can help them with that as well. But it all starts with just gathering information. This is a process, not an event. So it starts with gathering information. And this is the absolute best way to do it in town. This is going to get you all the details you need and get you started in the right direction. So what I want you to do is call the phone number you see below here and just request that information, put your information in, and we can get it started here. And that's it. That's my last slide here. Let's jump back into our face-to-face, and we will continue here. All right. So as you can see, right now is a great time to look at new construction. And frankly, whether you're looking at new construction or you're looking at that as well as resale properties, getting the right access and understanding how that process works comes down to having a great representative to help you. Now, we're offering a totally free information package just to help you in learning a little bit about how it works, seeing the best floor plans, seeing the best builders, and some of the communities throughout the Central Florida area here. You can request this package totally free of charge. We'll even pay the postage for you. And this is going to show you multiple builders, multiple communities, and so many opportunities that it would be available for you. You'll see the information's below here. You can simply give us a call or even fill in the information so that you can get this package sent to you. It's free of charge, no obligation whatsoever. And I think you're going to find it very helpful. Ben, tell us a little bit about this package. What all should they expect in this package? How long does it take to get it out?
Well, let's answer that in reverse. We'll try to get it out the same day we receive the request, and the package will contain some of the top floor plans from some of the top builders that are in the area, the most popular floor plans, and a lot of information about what incentives these builders have at the moment, because there are a lot of incentives in this point in time. Yeah, and this is a great way to kind of get a lay of the land. You know, new construction, something everyone should consider, whether you live in Florida or you're thinking of moving to Florida.
possibly even being in Florida part-time, there's so many opportunities available, and new construction is a great opportunity for you, whether it be from the ground up or some of the homes they already have in process. Some are completed and have never been lived in. Some of them are halfway done where you can still choose your colors and, all of your cabinets and that type of thing. So it's really wide open for you, but you got to first start with gathering information. That's going to come from filling out the info below, or simply give us a quick call here. We can get the package out to you immediately. Ben, just to clarify for everybody, this is totally free of charge, no obligation. They're not going to get a weird sales pitch or anything like that.
Not at all. We're not. We're going to send them the information, and they have all the time in the world to look at it and decide if this is something they want to use. So there's no obligation whatsoever, and absolutely no charge for this service.
Very good. So I would recommend for everybody watching right now, grab your phone while you're watching this video. Call the number that you see below here. Let's get the info out in your hands. I think you'll be very impressed with what you'll find, because most new construction is not available online. There's no MLS for this. You can't really run a search for these because almost all of these are unlisted properties. So it's a great opportunity for you. Grab yours right now. I think you'll find it very helpful. Ben, I know you're crazy busy in today's market. I appreciate you taking some time with us today.
You're welcome. Thank you, Jack.
Absolutely. We've helped countless folks throughout Central Florida. We'd love to help you as well. Now, that's true whether you're looking at new construction or resale, whether you're looking to buy or sell. Make that phone call right now. Grab your information package. I think you're going to find it very helpful. We'll talk soon, and bye-bye for now.